Everyone, Simonopolized here, coming back from their speed build, and this time I am remodeling the Americana house. Yeah, and I think this is actually like a very popular house in Sunset Valley, or at least to me, because like normally whenever I was actually playing the game, because I haven't like played the game with the Sims themselves in a very long time, but whenever I was playing the game as a child, this house would be like the to-go house when my family grew a little bit and they were more financially stable and stuff. So I usually used this house as like the family house whenever like I had a somewhat of a big family. But a lot of stuff, like coming back right now and remodeling it, like a lot of stuff did not make any sense to me. Like for starters, the house is actually pretty big, but it only has 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. And I did not extend a lot. Like I actually took a lot of, I cut out a lot of pieces from the house itself, and it's kind of shrunk in a way. Yeah, but it ended up having 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a laundry room. And I think the laundry room was just like a little bit of an extension to the house itself on the upper floor. But other than that, the house is the footprint of the house is actually pretty much the same, I would say. And I tried to like kind of make the layout as close as possible to the real one. Yeah, but yeah, I just wanted to make it like into like a more of a realistic kind of style. And I mean, the house is called Americana, and to me, like with this kind of house with I think it's called the peninsula or something, with the one like hanging out, to me it was giving off like the American take on Victorian houses, or like the modern, like when people in the US try to build like Victorian looking houses, like try to mimic that look. This is what it was looking to me, and this is what I went off on, like on this in this house. And I kept the color scheme as it is, like with the white, like the yellow siding. It's just that the edges of the walls, I made it white so it would look more realistic and more nice, I would say, like better. And the brick is actually like the color of the brick that was on the foundation itself. So like as I said, I usually just like to like recycle the stuff that comes with the EA build. I don't like to like completely demolish the house, and as you can see, the pile of stuff on the side right here, those are the stuff that were in, for example, the kitchen or in the bedrooms. And I just like, after like, I don't know, like refiguring the floor plan and everything, I just like copy the same wallpaper and like wall color and everything into the room that it was supposed, like the room that it's intended to, or the room that was supposed to go in to. And I try to like renovate the room in the same aesthetic. Like I just don't delete everything and start from scratch. Like that's what I was going with. And right here I'm trying to put a window, but for some weird reason, like when you put this is a 3-tile diagonal wall, but when you put a 3-tile window, it just goes like either to the left or to the right. It doesn't go in the middle. So the only way I was able to put a window in here was it was supposed to be like a 1-tile window. Like anything else would just look weird. Like the 2-tile window would go to the left or right, and the 3-tile windows would go to the left and right. So I'm only left with the option of 1-tile windows. So I added some like shutters to the windows so it wouldn't look like, I don't know, it wouldn't look like teeny tiny or something on this huge wall. But it's something that happens with the diagonal walls. Diagonal walls are very, I don't know how to say it, are very annoying to deal with in all the Sims games. I don't think we had, I don't know, I haven't played The Sims 1, ever, but I played The Sims 2 and The Sims 3 and The Sims 4, and in my experience, like, diagonal walls are annoying in The Sims 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, I don't think there were any advances from The Sims 2, and I don't know if there were actually diagonal walls in The Sims 1, but I don't believe like The Sims 1 was actually like a building game or something. It's just like a gameplay. Yeah, that is all. And right now you can kind of see like the floor plan. This is actually the end of the floor plan, and this house, it was actually like one of the strange stuff like with the walls. Like the original walls in here, like the paneling was made out of paint, and like the part, like I don't know, the part on top that's supposed to be paint, it was made entirely out of wood. So I kind of like flipped that, and right now I'm trying to make some kind of like a split level, but I ended up taking it out just because like the walls looked with the windows, it was like the proportions were wrong with the house itself. I think I don't know, like something was just wrong, but I wanted to capture this like Victorian essence, like, or the Victorian vibe. So I wanted to make this like the L-shaped stairs with the split level, but like the outside looked a little bit weird. So I ended up taking it out, and yeah, but the floor plan on the upside is like, I think it's the same right now. Yeah, I think right now I'm gonna take off right now, like, this is where I figured out it looks weird on the outside. So I took it out and refiguring the floor plan, and I changed the wall, like the, what is it called again, like the wallpaper, like the paneling, it's different from the one that was in the house before, but it has the exact same colors and the exact same wood texture that was on the old one. It's just like the entire wall is not made out of wood, and the paneling part is not the only part that has paint on it, because normally it's the other way around. That is all. And as you can see right now, like the living room, it's actually in the same place right now, but there was actually like the downside, it had, like, before in the EA version, it had like one living room, and I believe there was, yeah, it was only one living room, and it had like a desk in it, and the kitchen was open to the dining room, so it was a like kitchen dining area, and one bathroom, and that was it. And in my version, and as I said, like the footprint of the house did not change much. Like, there was a formal living room, an informal living room, like a casual living room, a separate kitchen, a study, and a separate dining room. So I don't know, like the house before, just like, it was a little bit weird. Yeah, and I actually put a garage in the house. Like, I think you're gonna see it in a couple of minutes, but right now I'm just like trying to like copy the exact same things that were in the house, just try to put it back, so I would, like, when I actually renovate or like remodel the house, it would have the exact, like, the same aesthetic as the EA build. Yeah, so not much to see here. Actually, the floor plan will change just a little bit, because the room in the front will be like a nursery, and like before, I think there was like 3 bathrooms and 1 laundry room or something like that, and I just changed one of the bathroom into like what's it called, like I changed one of the bathrooms because it was a little bit big, to a nursery, and the 3 bedrooms stay the same, and the room that was on the top, I don't think you can see it right now, but the room that was on the top right is gonna be like the laundry room. It's actually above the living room that I'm doing right now, but this is the former living room, and it will have like a huge grand piano in it. I was actually intending on putting the grand piano in the dining room, with the, like, in the diagonal part that was looking out, but I don't believe like I had a lot of space in the dining room, so I ended up putting it into like right here, as you can see right now. Ended up putting it into the former living room, and in the dining room, the diagonal parts will have I think a bar in it, and yeah, just like an accent table with like a couple of pictures and stuff above it. Yeah, but right now you see me working on the formal living room, and I did this thing with the mirror. Like I used like the tall mirror, and I kind of put some columns on the right, on the left on the mirror, and it looked like it was like built in or something. Yeah, and I think it's pretty simple. Like I didn't go for like a real Victorian house, like not with the like dark wood paneling and like the I don't know, like the brown and red colors and stuff, because to me this was like an American style Victorian house, like the one you built newly, and it should look like as if it was built like a long time ago or something. Yeah, so this is why, like, and I also wanted to use the exact same color scheme, and I believe the color scheme before in this house was blue and yellow, I believe. So I wanted to use, like, I wanted to put this blue and yellow, but I changed some of the rooms from yellow to beige, which is like very close. But yeah, right now you see me working on the like the casual living room that goes off from the kitchen, and you have access to the office. But as you can see, like how big the actual house was, and like the part where the kitchen, the office, and the like casual living room is, this was all like this open, I don't know, like the open kitchen dining area. But there was like a weird diagonal wall, like by the end of the house or by the back of the house, depends on where you think like the front of the house is, because this is like a corner house, so I don't know where you like what you consider as the front of the house, but like in the back of the kitchen back then, it was like right now it's the office. There was like a weird big diagonal wall that was taking up a lot of space, and you can't make diagonal, like you can't, I don't know, like the counters do not attach if you have like one counter on a normal wall and another counter on a diagonal wall, like it doesn't attach itself, so it was just like unused space. Yeah, and right now you see me working on the I believe I was working on the dining room, but right now I'm just like pulling out some decoration objects and working on the walk-in closet in the master bedroom. But I believe I go back to the dining room, and yeah, right now I'm changing one of the bathrooms into the nursery. Yeah, I don't know what am I doing right now, but yeah, the inside, it's because it's very similar to, or not very similar, it's because like I went off with the same vibes that was there before, and the house before it had like a lot of like I don't know, it was like the color scheme was a little bit like yellow, blue and white, I believe. So I kind of turned the blue, like the blue stayed the same, it's just like a little bit of a baby blue right now. Like it's a slightly different shade, and the yellow is like, I don't know, a little bit more subtle. So yeah, the yellow I believe is I believe the yellow is a little bit more beige right now. And because of like the beige and baby blue, it reminded me a lot of the like one of the houses in Modern Family. I'm not very familiar with the names, but it's the one where the father is a real estate agent. um I think it's Phil and Claire, and I'm remembering the names right now, but I'm not very good with names. I just like, I don't know, I always forget them. Yeah, and right now I'm working on the kitchen, and it turned out pretty nice, I think. Like, I end up putting like one of the dining tables in the middle, so it looks like a makeshift or like a DIY kind of kitchen island. So obviously it's not usable, but it has some like dog food or cat food, whatever you want to see it as, like on the table, and like the knife set, and it ended up looking great, like in my opinion. And as you can see, like the tiles and the wall colors are exactly the same. It's just that the tiles are not everywhere, because in the old house, like the same tiles that were on the walls, they were the same exact tiles that were on the countertop. First of all, I never saw like countertops made out of small tiles. Like, that's the first thing. And second of all, like when you have an accent table, do you use the exact same material of the accent table on the counters? Because this was a little bit weird for me. Like, other than the walls where like the paneled area was paint, and the area above it that was supposed to be actually painted was made out of wood entirely. Like, I kind of believe the person who built this house was just like very new to the creator style, like not the creator style tool, the copying of styles to each other. And I believe maybe they copied like one thing that they designed to the walls, and like sometimes when you copy it, it doesn't like it doesn't transfer perfectly, because there's like an order to like an order to the colors, and for example, like if I try to take the I don't know, try to copy the exact same style of one couch to like a dining chair or something, sometimes the fabric of the couch ends up being like the part where the wood is supposed to be, and the wood would end up being like the fabric of the chair. Like, I don't know if you understand what I mean. So sometimes this happens. So I believe this was what happened with the person who was building this house. Like, they just copied one style of something that they did on the walls, and they just didn't check that the entire wall was made out of wood, and the paneled wall part that was supposed to be wood was actually painted blue. Yeah, but yeah, that was all. But it's actually like just a little bit unrealistic in my opinion, with the copying, because normally like stuff do not match 100%. Like, even in my houses, I don't copy the exact same like wood color or like wood texture in every single part, because normally in houses there are different wood texture, there are different wood colors. It's just like about finding a way to make it look cohesive with each other. Yeah, like that's all. But you don't have to match literally everything. Like, for example, another thing that kind of annoyed me in the old house, like because it had this white, blue, and yellow color scheme, even the wood flooring was white. Like, who paints like the wood flooring white? Like, I've never seen that before. Maybe it's a thing, but I personally have never seen that. Normally the flooring, when it's wooden, like in my experience, most of the time it's just, I don't know, like most of the time it's just kind of like stained. Like it has like this varnish thing on it. So it's like you use some kind of like oil, so you would make it look either like darker or make it look like as bright as the color of normal wood is. But I've never seen someone paint their wood flooring like a completely other color. Like you wouldn't get in the house and see like wood flooring that's colored like yellow or blue or whatever. Like I've never seen that before. But I believe this is also like something that happened with the creator style tool, like by copying the colors and stuff. Yeah, and this is just me like ranting the entire time. I didn't talk a lot about what I'm doing in the house itself. But yeah, right now I'm working on the nursery, which won't take a long time because it's a very small nursery actually. I believe after that I start tackling onto the laundry room, or am I finished? I think I'm finished with laundry room right now. Yeah, when the build is sped up, like everything goes on pretty quickly, but like in real life this took me like 6 hours, and right now it's like, I don't know, it's a 20 something minute video. Yeah, so anyway, right now working on the bedrooms, I believe. Like I think like I do the master bedroom in the end, so this is the last bedroom that I'll be working on. And like I don't know, like right now I'm just working on the bedrooms, and then I'm gonna tackle onto the master bedroom, and after that I will do the bathrooms, I believe. Yeah, and right now like like as you can see, like this is like a 4-bedroom house right now, it's not a 2-bedroom house. So like the room that was supposed to be like the children's room or something that was on the diagonal part of the house, I kind of like copied the exact same aesthetic of that room into like the other, like the room that is on the back of the house, or like looking out of the back of the house. Because in the diagonal part there was only like this one tile window, so the lighting was just a little bit off and it felt a little bit more like claustrophobic. And with the design of how the room was before, with like dark wood and like the dark colors that was in it, it felt a little bit claustrophobic. Yeah, so I ended up putting it in the room that was facing the back because there is more natural light in it, and the room in the diagonal part is more lighter, like with like lighter colored wood. So it feels airy and nice. Yeah, that's all. And right now I'm working like, yeah, this is the exact same vibes or aesthetic, and I don't know why I jump around too much. But right now I'm working on the garage and the patios, which won't take long, I believe. Just copying the styles, like that's all. Yeah, and the old patio furniture was just like old and moldy, I believe, so I just like started using this wicker furniture. Yeah, right now working on the master bedroom, so I think we're coming very close to the end actually. But yeah, the one of the stuff, like again about the copying of the styles, the bed sheets had the exact same like pattern as the wallpaper. Like literally, who does that? Like name me one person you saw in your life that had the exact same bed sheets as the wallpaper in the room. Like it doesn't make sense at all. Yeah, but anyway, I changed that as well. And yeah, there's just like a very small laptop in this room, and there's also a computer, like a desktop in the office. Yeah, so you have 2 computers in this house, which comes in very handy. Yeah, and especially because most of the sims are most of the time just hogging the computer, so instead of like canceling like one's action in this computer and then coming back to, like, I don't know, this just saves a lot of time in my opinion. Yeah, right now I'm working on the bathroom, I believe. This is the master bathroom, and again I tried as much as I can to copy the exact same patterns and exact same materials as it was in the older bathroom. But like, for example, the marble like the marble sink, it was just awful with that brown color. Like I tried as much as I can to use it, and it just didn't work like at all. So it ended up being like a white Carrera marble again, as I do with most of the builds. Yeah, but that was all. Yeah, right now I'm working on the bathroom, which will come very closely right now to an end, and then I'm gonna start working on the other bathroom and then start with the landscaping. And oh, this was actually a very cool trick that I kind of, I don't know, made up as I was doing this bathroom, which is like the trick with the columns. Like again, I did that in the living room, and I did that again in the bathroom right here. But by the end of the wall, where like the wall that separates like the shower tub combo and the toilet, I kind of like ended it with another column, which was kind of like horizontal to it, not like vertical. I don't know how to explain it again. But if you download the house, actually, yeah, the download links are in the description right now, because I just got the email today that I got accepted, or like gotten like a code to join the Sims file share. So I updated I uploaded all the files, and I shared like the link in every video right now. So yeah, you can download all of the previous houses if you want. And we're coming very close to the end right now, so I'm gonna cut off, and I'm gonna wish you all to stay happy, healthy, and safe. And yeah, see you next time. Stay tuned for the next videos. Yeah, and I don't know, like, I'm gonna cut off, so yeah, bye.